Hey, what's up? I'm Movie Cat, aka Roller Coaster Writer, and I'm here with Kay, and it's almost my birthday! I was born on July 20th, 1988, and can you name another important thing that happened in 1988? My birthday? Yes. But what else? Yes, the Summer and Winter Olympics, but what else? Yes, Julianne Hough was born on the same day as me, but also Die Hard, which was released on July 15th. Yes, I'm slightly younger than the first Die Hard. Clearly, the movie was a success, hitting its budget in the fourth weekend and overall grossing $83 million domestically and over $140 internationally. So, what does Hollywood do when they have something considered a hit? That's right, sequels! Some are good, some are terrible, like the fifth one. But they also create rip-offs. Over the years, there have been at least 8 Die Hard knockoffs, including Cliffhanger, Air Force One, Speed, Toy Soldier, Sudden Death, Under Siege, The Rock, and Under Siege 2. And we're going to look at one of them today, 1993's Cliffhanger, starring Sylvester Stallone. While this could be deemed as Die Hard on a Mountain, the original script was actually called Gale Force and was Die Hard in a Hurricane. Someone besides Asylum, Michael Bay, and Sci-Fi, make that movie. Cliffhanger started in 1991 when the chairman of Carolco Productions sent Rennie Harlin a draft of an action-adventure film set in the mountains, although he didn't want to do action. I guess he followed that premise with his later movies. Stallone wrote 8 drafts before they decided on a script. And while the film was a success, it did Carolco no favors, as Carolco had to sell full distribution rights in North America, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, and France to TriStar in exchange for half of the film's budget. Although a major box office success, Carolco saw little revenue from Cliffhanger since they ended up becoming a minority owner in the film. The film could also possibly be seen as the beginning of the end of Carolco, but they wouldn't officially close up shop until 1995's movie, also directed by Rennie Harlin, Cutthroat Island. Well, now that the intro's out of the way, we're going to talk about Cliffhanger. And I'm here with Kay. So, Kay, is there anything that you want to talk about it, or should I get into the notes that I wrote?
Well, probably back in 1993 when Sylvester Stallone was kind of on the rise from Rocky, but then probably in a lull.
Rocky was in the 70s.
Okay, whatever. So he had all the fame of Rocky.
And Rambo.
Now he probably needed some type of movie to keep his career going or whatever. So he did this movie, and then the following couple years he did another movie with Sharon Stone or whatever.
Basic Instinct?
No, I don't think it was that. But anyway, so he needed to do a couple things. So maybe back in 1993, this wasn't that bad. Looking at it now, it was kind of cheesy, but it
Yeah.
had action.
I had I have a major complaint about the movie, or 2 major complaints.
Oh boy.
I'll let you finish before I
No, go
get into
ahead.
mine.
Go ahead.
My first major complaint is that it's a little boring. It's an action movie that's a little boring. There's long stretches of them just talking and walking without necessarily like a gunshot, good dialogue, or
But then all the gunshots happen at once.
yeah.
All the planes go down,
Yeah, but that's
so
at the beginning of the movie.
yeah, but then the helicopter goes down.
I'm talking about like the later or the 20 or so minutes when they think Stallone is dead. Spoiler alert. Like
He's
you
not dead.
Spoiler alert, like you didn't already know it because it's a movie review. But also, another major complaint that I have, for a movie with Stallone on the poster and like receiving top billing, there's not a lot of Stallone in the movie.
Well, he's there, he's just not active. Okay, so when that lady, they were trying to help off of the
Oh
cliff.
god, that lady was so annoying.
And then her hand fell out of the glove, and Stallone dropped her, and then he went into a hiatus about, didn't want to work anymore, whatever.
Stallone also said during the commentary that he wanted that woman to be annoying.
Oh, really? Well, she was. He got his wish.
And she was extremely annoying.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-woman. Don't post those comments.
It's just her character.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the Rocky Mountain Rescue Team, so here comes the people that were trying to steal the money.
Over 100 million.
Yeah. And they were unmarked bills or something. They were going to
They didn't
Europe,
look like American dollars.
I don't remember.
They looked more like counterfeit.
I don't know. So, yeah. So the plane goes down, the 3 trunks go down, and then they feel like they need to track them, and yeah. So it became a lot of, like you said, walking, tracking, some gunfire, some knife. And Stallone, just like his Rocky character, getting beat up, and then boom.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood in the movie, and I've grown up on mainly CGI blood. This seemed more like practical blood.
Yeah, from the mouth and everything.
Yeah. There was that scene with the British person with his partner.
Where? Oh. Where they were just punching?
Yeah, and then he...
knifed them? Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Well, you were shoving a fake knife at me.
I was trying to describe the scene without saying it.
Oh, well. Oh, well. That there has to be fight scenes, and Stallone has to get, really mad, take it like a man and get really mad, and then fight back.
Going back to the woman that was hanging, the character's name was Sarah, played by Michelle Joyner. She looked a lot like Gina Davis, which was Rennie Harlin's wife at the time.
Yeah. Yes, she did. A younger one.
Well, in 1993, yes.
Yeah. But she was an inexperienced rock climber, and the guy that she was with was part of the Rocky Mountain Rescue, and they had to get rescued, and yeah, it wasn't a pretty scene for her to fall hundreds and hundreds of feet. They didn't show her.
Yeah, but...
They just showed her yelling and screaming and falling, but they didn't show her land.
And was it just me, or was that scene... Did that scene look like it was in front of a matte painting?
I don't know.
I know some of this was on location because for a Colorado movie, of course you have to film it in Italy.
Well,
But yeah, there's a few moments. Spoiler alert. Also, the ending where with John Lithgow out of the helicopter, that also looked like it was in front of blue screened.
Well, and it was kind of cool when they radioed the government guys and said that he would be Eric. What was his name? Quaylen, something like that, but
I don't know.
He would be 500 feet down wearing a helicopter,
And that scene, it felt like a very big Die Hard ripoff with
well, maybe.
Oh, who's the villain? Hans Gruber.
But a lot of bad guys started and no bad guys lasted.
Why did John Lithgow have a British accent?
I thought he would have more Russian or German or something.
Everyone had different accents. He could have just played an American.
Yeah, but they were from out of the country and they were taking these bills to Europe to sell or to use or whatever. So
there have to be some people that don't have accents in Europe.
Yeah, but
maybe he was adopted and moved to Sweden. I don't know.
I don't know either.
No offense, Sweeteners. What?
Stop it. So, but anyway, typical Stallone movie. Get beat up, become real tough, fight back, get the girl at the end, save everybody he can,
Mm-hmm.
and then move on.
Um, how I said this movie had a lot of walking and hiding, and there was a scene in a cave. This could kind of be considered a Lord of the Rings movie, except not as long.
No.
Well, obviously
Lord of
with
the
more
Rings,
action.
oh, forget it. Lord of the Rings is how many years old? This was more present day. Lord of the Rings was...
The movie came out in 2003.
No, but I know, but it was... Lord of the Rings is...
Years ago, yeah.
Yeah, in a different era.
Yeah.
So I don't even know how they could have done this in those times. No.
I could probably edit the film is what, an hour and 40 something minutes. I could probably edit the film down to like 80 minutes by just removing all of the non-Stallone walking talking scenes.
Well, they had to get feely touchy, had to get in tune with their feelings and how they lost that Sarah person and.
And if you want to drink a lot of water, I have a drinking game. Take a sip every time the F word is said.
Well, it is said a little bit.
Yeah.
And how did you like the bitter cold, and then Sylvester Stallone goes in the water?
Oh,
okay,
water. Okay.
Yeah,
that is another complaint that I have about the movie. A lot of people gave...
You would have froze to death.
No, that's not what I have a problem with. A lot of people gave junk to Die Hard 4 because there's a scene where he's on a motorcycle, he jumps the motorcycle, and it lands on a helicopter, and then the helicopter explodes.
Yeah.
In that scene, Stallone is underwater, in ice cold water, shoots a bullet. The bullet goes through the water,
Yeah.
breaks the ice.
It was a pellet gun. It wasn't a bullet. I don't think it was a bullet. It looked red. It looked like a pellet gun.
That was the blood.
No,
it goes through the ice, and then it hits the person.
Yeah,
and he does that like 3 times.
It didn't kill him right away. It stunned him, and then he fell in the ice too. But the ice looked very clear, very thin when Stallone was underneath it.
It was like an inch or two thick.
I know, but it looked very clear, and when the guy fell in to break the ice, then it looked like it was really thick. So, but anyway, he survived that too.
What's your rating for it?
Oh. If you have to...
Like, if you're an action fan, what would you rate it?
A low rental.
Not an action fan.
Still a low rental. If you like Stallone, it's his typical movies. Okay? If you're action... And you gotta figure 1993 action, not action of today.
Yeah, where it's not as immediate and as fast-paced.
Right. So, I still would give it a low rental.
This movie came out the same year as Jurassic Park, if you're wondering.
Yeah, I didn't watch Jurassic Park.
Yeah, my rating, if you're a fan of 90s action movies, give it a shot. But if you're not an action fan, and if you're not a Stallone fan, it's a background movie. Or...
You could always try it at fast pace.
Yeah, or if you
just... first speed.
Yeah, or if you don't really care and you're just an action head like me, you can just fast forward to Stallone scenes and you probably won't miss a whole lot. 2 more things. 1, squirrel lives matter.
Oh, really?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Ice Age?
No. He shot at that squirrel.
No, it was a bunny, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was a squirrel.
He put Walker put the tracking for the money on wild animals.
Yeah, I just wanted to say squirrel lives matter to not have a spoil.
But anyway.
Well, anyway, guess I need to do a tease for the next movie. Oh, join me next time when I review a movie that's hopefully better. Better than the average movie, that is. Yeah,